Sorry, what is Randy Quaid's status now in the interim?
He's in limbo. He hasn't technically been allowed entry, so we're just working on the other aspects of his case.
Why don't you attend that hearing in the States? What's the problem with going down there?
Well, we are doing a process here, so it's a bit of a timing issue.
In terms of what, getting back here in time? Are there flights regularly scheduled? What's the concern?
Well, you know what, maybe you should consult with an immigration lawyer so you can understand what the interplay is.
You're an immigration lawyer.
He's here now, and that's what he's supposed to be doing.
So what's the concern about getting down there and getting back here for
it? It does affect his circumstances here, not as simple.
Also is what I mean.
Well, he'd have to depart, and he'd have to confirm his departure, and his turning around and coming back isn't readily accessible. It does have an impact. There's also interplay between the refugee proceeding and the admissibility proceeding. They're not the same. So what he does in one matter affects how the outcome could be of another matter.
Well, basically the refugee claim would be dropped if you went south.
Well, that's a matter of dispute. That's one of the things that Mr. Murray was questioning, that his refugee claim could actually continue. But it adversely, in my view, my advice is that would adversely prejudice it.
Are you counseling him not to attend the hearing in the States?
I'm not. I've told you before, I've counseled him to obey and comply with the law. So to the extent that he has to be there, he'll be there. But, you know, we are able to adjourn matters on occasion, just like we've done, and that's within the legal parameters.
Are you talking about here or in Santa Barbara?
In both places.
Right. So the matter in Santa Barbara was adjourned based on, as you heard, the understanding the court was given that he had to be here to attend its hearing, which in fact is not the case.
Yes, it is. I have the security deposit which states the conditions of his release, and it includes attending his admissibility hearing. So Mr. Murray was not accurate in his interpretation. I didn't speak to it because Ms. King was being asked to make a public statement, and she declined to make a public statement.
So the terms of his $10,000 means he can't leave the country?
And he's to report as directed. He can leave the country if he takes further steps, but just as the way things are, he has to report when and as directed.
Mr. Quaid, how does it feel to be in limbo?
He's said enough for the night for a while.
Just one last thing, Catherine. Sorry, the hearing on the 16th, just to be clear, is the refugee hearing, or
the hearing on the 16th is in Santa Barbara. It's his arraignment.
On November 16th.
Yes.
I thought there was a hearing.
The next proceeding here is November 23rd. That's the admissibility hearing, which we were here for today.
Does he plan to be there on the 16th?
We're looking at all our options. It's kind of tough to be in two places at once, so we have to work within the parameters of the court and his legal advice.
And is it your understanding that the CBSA will still be arguing in the admissibility hearing that he should not be allowed in based on the allegations against him?
Yes, that's my understanding. I haven't fully reviewed all their evidence. That's the position that they're taking.
What's